Okay, why don't you tell us something about markets for 3D?
If we now look at some of the niche markets, okay, for 3D technologies, we have the sporting events, okay, such as the Olympics are going to be screened in 3D, broadcast in 3D. We have concert and live events, okay. We have documentaries and films that are going to be in 3D, creating a better environment for the viewer to be viewing, getting a full feel for the documentaries and the film. And then we have the whole gaming experience in 3D, creating more ambience and things of that nature.
Yeah, so I think that especially on these niche markets, you can find a devoted customer, devoted spectator you were talking about, isn't it?
Exactly, Martin, yes, exactly.
Okay, now I'll take over, if you don't mind, and show you where the technology is now and how can it develop in the future.
This is the basic model, and as we can all guess, the technology introduced in March 2010, it's still in the very beginnings, and we can clearly see that it's in the innovators phase, where first adopters are willing to buy, but still people are quite a bit of uncertain, so only real enthusiasts now buy this technology, and it will need to overcome this big danger in this model, which can be seen here, and it's called the chasm. And this is a place where quite a lot of products actually stay forever and never reach the big sales, and the majority of the market never become dominant design.
But can it get through the chasm, Martin?
Yes, it can, but it's not so certain, because first it will have to succeed in the pragmatist area in the markets, in the niche markets you were talking about, and then it might go on, because once the first niche market is captured, the others become unstable, and as Jeffrey Moore describes it, then it can become a broad standard. But at first, you need to offer an uncommon solution, or well, a solution to uncommon problems in the first niche market. So what are the drivers of adoption? What factors will cause if the technology will be adopted by more and more people? It's definitely the 3D content, and it can be divided into three main categories: broadcasting content, movie or cinematography content, and gaming. Because broadcasting, currently only 4 or 5 of the major broadcasting networks are planning to introduce 3D content in the very near future. As well, the movies, most of them are still shot in 2D. For the 2010, there is only 20 new movies shot in 3D. And although there are some re-releases of old 2D movies planned, the quality of them won't be so high, so it's questionable. But the 3D gaming content is possibly an area with the biggest potential. Another factors are the 3D content quality, the compatibility, and of course the technological advancements, because the 3D glasses are not very popular now, and if the producers can find out a way how to get rid of these glasses, this technology can see a much larger boost. And the pricing and brand strategies, last but not least, because consumers currently were asked to switch from their normal TVs to quite expensive HD TV technology, and now less than 13 months after that, there is a new premium price technology, 3D, and it affects consumers, networks, content producers, everyone. So the pricing will be a very important factor. So what are the predictions of the development in the market? Consumer Electronics Association thinks that about 25% of 3D sets, of TV sets in 2013 will be with 3D technology, whereas another another agency, easily. You can see the graph in here. 2013 about 25%, so rather more modest. Producers are currently showing a lot of enthusiasm and devotion to this technology, and it's quite obvious because they already invested quite a lot of money in it. Panasonic thinks it's a final frontier in TV watching, and Sony even stated that going to live concerts can be a thing of the past. But of course not everyone is so into it, including us. And here are the main three challenges: lack of 3D content, and the upgrade fatigue I was mentioning in the pricing, and of course the unpopular glasses. So CNET analysts think that the 3D will remain a niche market relegated to early adopters in the near future, and we tend to agree with this. So what are the future prospects and conclusion? Currently, the technology is in the early stages, in the innovators, and is targeting at the niche markets of devoted spectator of sport, of documentaries, movies, and concerts. We can see a new fluid stage in the TV industry because there is the competing 3D TV design and HD TV, possibly HD TV with on-demand internet TV connection. So, as we can see, there are more candidates to become a new dominant design, and 3D TV is one of them. And the factors I already mentioned earlier will say how soon or how likely it will happen. But I think we can be quite certain that within the horizon of next 3 to 5 years, it will develop, it will grow, but it won't become a dominant design.